What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today I'm extremely excited as we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Boss Fight Studios Jim Henson's Fraggle Rock Back to the Rocks Red Uncle Traveling Matt and the main man himself, Gobo. I am extremely excited for these. Now, I'm not going to be getting the carpenter. What is that? Cotter pin and architect. I don't know what a cotter pin is. Let me know what that is. But I'm not going to be getting them because I would like if they were like little accessories that these guys came with. But these are technically like 1-to-1 scale Fraggle Rock figures. Like, obviously they're not going to be 1/12 scale. That wouldn't really make a lot of sense. So let's take a look at the read-ups here. Get to see Uncle Traveling Matt. There is his read up. A little hard to read, I guess. Let me move that up. It's pretty funny. I like this. There is the side of the box. Looks good. Bottom with the barcodes. Probably not going to be helpful, but I love the top that they chose, like the scared or surprised expression. I always like when Jim Henson did that with his characters. There's Gobo's read up if you want to take a minute to read that. I love that we get to see in the rock. Get to see Gobo. Characters on the side, barcode, and on the top of his it's just the other alternate head for Gobo. This looks fantastic. I cannot wait to get Moki, Boober, and Wembley. Big Boober fans. Boober's awesome. So then here is the box for Red. There's her read up, the back, the front. I love the kooky eyes on her. And then there is the barcode. So I don't think these are going to stores. I think they're just going to be like at comic book shops and things like that order them. I got mine off a Big Bad Toy Store, pre-ordered them a long time ago. But damn, am I happy they're here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open these Fraggles up. Just wanted to take a minute to show how odd this is. These figures, like this is literally how it comes in the package. They just come in plastic baggies. It really does seem like a waste to do this, because at first I was like, wow, this is awesome. They're using cardboard for the you know, the packaging, but then everything needed to be in its own individual bag. Boss Fight. Well, seems very unnecessary. Let me know if you guys are alright with this, but like, you know, I already feel bad enough like buying action figures and throwing the packages away. This just makes me feel worse, so I am a little upset about that, but I don't know, maybe that's just a me thing. So, I've been getting them out, and tragedy struck. Red broke in not one, but 2 places. She broke on her right leg and right arms. So I don't know. The pegs just like snapped immediately. Like these legs are tight to begin with, so I was pretty careful with them, and they still just snapped. So I'm gonna contact Big Bad Toy Store and see if I can get a replacement or something. Because this is ridiculous. Like I just got these out of the package, so I'm gonna do my review as best as I can. Taking pictures is gonna suck to get the review up, but I don't know. It's quite unfortunate, to be completely honest, because I'm extremely excited for these. Whatever, we'll just start with Red and get her out of the packaging. Since she's already out, might as well get her out of the way. I mean, she looks fantastic. Look at that head sculpt. The orange in the hair looks great. The head sculpt is perfect. The expression is great. You know, Red's kind of cocky. Always happy. I love the bows in her hair. I love that the tail ploof matches their head, like the ponytails. She comes with the whistle. I'm probably gonna take that off because the head does pop off, and I just launched that whistle somewhere. And you get like the separate collar piece, which I think is really smart. But it's supposed to pop off at the bottom, so I guess I got it. Did that just break too? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Seriously? What the fuck, man? Like, it barely even did anything. Like, the head popped in fine. It wasn't even that hard. So I guess now you can see when you change out the heads. Okay, well, that's another thing that's broken on this now. All right, you know what? I don't even know what else to say. The texture on the shirt's really good. I love the sculpt of the body. It's nice, whatever. In terms of accessories for Red, bring them over here. You do get an alternate head as the wet head. Be careful with the hair. Whatever. I like it's like from the intro. I like that a lot. I like the wetness, like how it does really convey that nicely. So great alternate head. You do get 2 interchangeable hands, just like generic open hands. I like that. I like that they give that option. You get 2 maracas. They don't work, obviously, but I like them. The gripping hands hold them nicely. You do get her fedora and a magnifying glass for her detective work. So that is pretty cool. So I'm just going to take these off. Put these in. I guess it goes this way. I don't know which way it goes, actually. I think it goes this way, and then... I don't know. Because the idea is to go through. Yeah, that works, actually. I like that. It'll look better with the regular head sculpt and holding the magnifying glass, but it's here. It's a cool option. Nice. In terms of Red's articulation, as best as we can. Why is it all on the left side? What the double ball peg at the head works beautifully. That is a good amount of movement and articulation. I like that. The shoulders, be careful, because this keeps popping out too. This is definitely going to break as well, probably. Shoulders go up all the way. They'll go down. They will rotate 360. Single jointed elbow that gets only about 90 and will rotate all the way around. And then just a swivel at the wrist, which is odd. I don't know why. But hips, there is like a ball peg in here, kind of. It's not really going to go forward and back. It's really just going to be a twist and maybe a little side to side. Hips go out that far. They go down. It's just a ball. It's like a T-joint in there. So it'll go forward and back a little bit. Kick out a little bit. It's not going to be crazy, but I mean, it's enough for a Fraggle. Single jointed knees that go about that far. And then the ankles go down and up and pivot. They all have individual sculpts for the most part. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just disappointed. I've been waiting a long time for these, and I barely had it open 10 minutes. Oh, and there's a ball peg at the tail. The tail joint is great. This is how we should do tails all the time. But, yeah, I don't know. This is just incredibly disappointing to get this open and it fall apart in my hands. Let's get a little bit more excited. Let's take a look at Uncle Traveling Matt. And this looks great. I am extremely happy with how this turned out. Taking a look at this head sculpt here, it's damn near perfection. I love the way they do the slight like Muppet texture on the skin, I guess. The dry brushing on the hair and the mustache looks beautiful. You get some nice fur for his body. That looks great. The scarf looks good. The jacket looks great. All of it looks fantastic. The jacket's a nice soft piece. You get that Muppet texture on the hands. And then you get nice tail. He doesn't have the poof on his tail. I guess I never really noticed that. And he does have like soft goods not soft goods, like soft plastic shorts. So I don't know. Not the best way they could have done it. I mean, it looks good, but it kind of does this ruin articulation. Not that it was really there to begin with. But the socks look good. The shoes look good. The laces look good. All the soles of the shoes are painted. Very, very good looking figure. I love the way it looks. This is Uncle Traveling Matt. You got to get him in like a actually kind of pose. So I like it a lot. In terms of accessories for Uncle Traveling Matt, I think he definitely comes with the most. He's going to come with a skateboard. Probably calls it like a spaceship or something, which the peg in his foot does work. Question mark? Yeah, no, it definitely works. So that's cool. You can get them like, you know, hightailing it out of somewhere. That's pretty cool. The wheels do work. That's very nice. You get alternate hands, more just like gripping hands, because he comes with like stylized post hands on in the package. So you get gripping hands that can help hold his notepad, where he takes his notes, and the crayon / like pen. So neither of the hands hold the book all that well. Like this one definitely a little better, but it's still pretty loose. So you may want to heat that up, close a little bit, whatever. Because I personally want him holding his notebook and his pen. I mean, like that's like his whole thing. He does come with his walking stick. That is pretty good. I like the paint on there. Very, very nice detail. I like that a lot. He can hold that well. And then he comes with a backpack with, you know, like the sleeping bag on the top. All the buckles and zippers and loops are painted. That's very nice. So if you want, you just gotta line up. I mean, I'm gonna put this on there and then I'm just gonna leave it there. Like, there, you just gotta line them up and then plug. Lean his head forward a little bit. Or not. I guess it doesn't go in all the way. But, I mean, it's good enough. It does make the jacket flare out, though. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, that's nice. And then the hat is a separate accessory. It just plugs into the back of his head. I'm not a huge fan of that neither, like how they did that, but it looks fine. And then he comes with the alternate head that you can also attach the hat to, of the scared, like, what the. No, I'm not going to do that. But I really, really like this head. That's a great expression. So in terms of articulation for Uncle Traveling Matt, I'm going to take the hat off and the bag off. I actually don't like the way the backpack sits on there at all. You get another double ball peg. The scarf really doesn't get in the way or anything. Very, very nice movement. I think that is good looking articulate, or good work in articulation. Oh, man. I don't even, like, I'm scared to do anything now. Shoulders move up that far. They go down. They rotate 360. Single jointed rotating elbow. And then the wrists are just a swivel again. You get a ball peg at the waist, but it's really tight, so it's really just going to be a swivel. I'm not doing anything else with that. Ball peg at the tail. Tail is a nice joint. Best joint so far in this whole line. Hips go outwards that far, which is definitely enough. Heel kick forward, not very far, only about there. Back a little bit. Single jointed knee that will rotate. And then the ankles go up and down. And they'll kind of pivot, but it's pretty steep. So, I mean, the articulation is fine. I'm just nervous to move anything now because of what happened with Red. But yeah, I mean, he looks great. He moves the way he needs to. It's not, you know, I don't need him doing anything crazy. He's definitely going to be able to do what I want him to do. And for that, I'm pretty happy to have him. I mean, it's Uncle Traveling Matt. Come on now. Then finally, the star of the show, of course, is Gobo. Gobo looks fantastic. I gotta say, looks great. Again, most of these characters have very similar looks to the original series. I would say Moki definitely has the most differentiated look, but that's whatever. You know, I don't really care. I just want to have Moki on the shelf. But taking a look at this head sculpt, I absolutely love it. It's so Jim Henson. I love the simplicity of it. I love the dry brush and the purple hair. It looks great. He's got his collar with his little scarf. The stripes on his sweater look great. I really, really like that. Does he only have one stripe on his sweater? Like, is that a thing? There's no pictures of... Oh, wait. Yes, there is. Yeah, it is only one stripe. That's kind of odd, but that is cool. I like his little fuzzy belly. Yeah, it is like a ball peg, but you get that Muppet texture on the legs. That looks great. I love his feet. And then you get to see the tail. Again, the dry brush on that is just perfect. He looks great. I'm so happy to have a Gobo in my collection. I'm a huge fan of Fraggle Rock, so getting these figures makes me a very happy nerd. As far as accessories, Gobo comes with a good amount. So he's going to come with a postcard from Uncle Traveling Matt. That looks great. There's nothing written on there. Would have been kind of cool if they like got something from the show to write on there, but it looks good. I like it. Of course, he's got to come with his mandolin, banjo kind of thing. I'm assuming that's why they gave him hinges on his hands, which we'll talk about more later. But, I mean, this just slides, like, over the head. Come on now. Slides over the head, and you can have him, you know, just kind of saucing it up. Saucing it up. Looks good. I like it. It doesn't sit great, and this is super hard plastic, but it's okay. Then you get the staff that, like, the walking light that he uses when he's going to travel, like, different parts of the cave, like, of the rock. Like, there's all these different parts that he wants to explore, just like his uncle. So it is cool to see them add this in there. Nice dry brush. I really like the way they painted, like, the actual bulb thing. So that looks pretty cool. And obviously, you know, he can hold that pretty well. So that, I like that. That's cool. He comes with a radish they stole from the Gorgs. Can we get Gorgs? That would be cool. I don't know how. It'd be cool if they did like a deluxe thing where they're like huge. At least in comparison, like there's no way they're going to be in scale because like we're in scale with the Gorgs essentially. Maybe a little small, or like Fraggles are maybe a little bit bigger, but like honestly this is like 1-to-1 scale. So it is cool to see a radish, but I would just take a bigger Gorg. I think that'd be pretty cool. And then you get the alternate head of him with his drippy ass hat. No paint on the hat, but I like the expression on the face. I like that a lot. So I don't know, I could see a lot of people using this one actually. Sometimes I think the alternate heads people aren't going to use, but I could see some people using this. In terms of articulation, I gotta be super careful. His head's the most limited, I think, just because like it's maybe a little tight, but he'll rotate back and forth and get all around. It's not bad at all. Shoulder goes up all the way, it goes down, rotate 360, single jointed elbow that will rotate, and then the wrist swivel and hinge. I don't know why all the hands couldn't hinge on all the characters, but they do on him. Torso will go back and forth a little bit, but it's mostly just going to be a rotation. Ball peg at the tail is like damn near perfect. I cannot believe how good that joint is. Hips will only go out about that far. I do have a problem with, like, I feel they don't go down, like, in enough, but then again, it's like they're puppets, I guess. So single jointed knee that will rotate, and then the ankle goes down and up and will pivot. So Gobo's definitely the best one. He's definitely my favorite. He's gonna go on my main figure display here at school because it's Gobo Fraggle. What else could you ask for? Again, we got to reiterate, these are not in scale for 1/12 figures, but here they are next to the NECA Toys King Kong, along with the Jazzbars Fortnite Series 6-inch Peely. Here they are next to the McFarlane Toys Dark Knight Returns Batman and the Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men Series Darwin. And then finally, here they are next to the Marvel Legends What If Series Zombie Captain America. I thought this review was going to fill me with joy, just like the show does, but it filled me with frustration and heartache. As you can see, Red has not made it to the rotating base. She fell apart, man. I can deal with maybe a broken leg, but the arm and the hair, it's just, I've never contacted Big Bad Toy Store, but I've heard their customer service is very good. So hopefully, you know, we'll get this sorted out and I can get a replacement. But with all that being said, at a price point of $40 a pop, you know, that's another thing, is these are definitely for the adult collector. These are not for kids. You can see that as a trained, quote-unquote, adult collector who's been doing this a while, I'm still breaking it. And I barely did anything to it. I know a lot of people are like, well, you manhandle things. I'm like, well, I am a man, and I am handling these things. But, oh, also, by the way, Uncle Traveling Matt comes with the tennis ball. But, to throw the sprocket, I guess. But, you know, there's no excuse. It shouldn't be, I shouldn't have to take out my action figures, my fucking toys, and worry about breaking them as a adult, you know? So it's just frustrating, especially when I waited this long for them. I was very excited, and I just got them out of the package. So, whatever. With that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. So at a price point of $40 a piece, I'm giving, assuming red didn't break, okay? I'm giving them an 8. I think they're amazing. I don't think the articulation is very good. They make me nervous to play around with, but they look fantastic. And they're Fraggle Rock figures. So, yeah. But with that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. So if you have not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd, as I post a lot on all those apps. And I have a lot of fun, so I'm sure you will too. But as always, let me know. You coppin', and wish me luck. See you guys in the next one. Peace.
What goes on, guys? I wanted to hop on here again and thank you all for watching, and to let you know that if the following apps interest you, feel free to follow me on them, as I put the links in the description for you guys. I really appreciate everything you all do for me, so DM me with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to sit and talk with you all. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.